All right, everybody, it is time for your 645 Culture Report. Frank Ski, Jade Nova, and JR. And man, I don't know if this is a movie or not, but it could be. Talking about Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Right.
Now, for a guy who was only in the rap game for a little bit over a year, there's a lot going down. He brought a lot of attention to himself, obviously, with the use of social media.
Oh, absolutely.
And his gang relations. But as it turns out, man, all of this is now playing out in court, and Tekashi 6ix9ine is not holding back at all. He's naming names.
Yes.
Identifying people on phone calls and everything. But wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Tekashi 6ix9ine, whose real name is Daniel Hernandez, is making all the headlines because he is talking about it. Allegedly yesterday, he was stated that rappers Jim Jones and Cardi B are both Bloods in the game. Man,
you get jammed up, don't mention my name.
So let me play a piece from the courtroom because there's a lot of audio, but you could just hear what he has to say in his opening. Listen.
Good afternoon, Mr. Hernandez. Mr. Hernandez, how old are you?
23.
You're older. Do you go by any other names?
Yes.
What are those names?
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
At some point, did you decide to cooperate with the government?
Yes.
In connection with your cooperation, have you pleaded guilty to certain crimes?
And he goes on to say, yes.
Yeah. He was talking. He was doing a lot of talking. Obviously, he mentioned Cardi B. Cardi B's Atlantic rep. Atlantic said Cardi B wasn't a part of no Bloods gang. Cardi B said a couple of years ago, at one point in time, she was a Blood. Cardi B then went on Twitter yesterday and said, Brim 9, not 9 Trey. So she's saying she was a part of another set that was actually a Blood. And then not too long after that, Cardi B deleted that tweet.
But why would you go on there and say anything? Like, why would you go on there and say
Cardi
I was
B,
part of any gang?
Yeah.
Cardi B said years ago that she's past that situation, so the money's in the bag. She don't have no problem saying it now. That's what Cardi B has
but
said
what
in the
can
past.
happen is some of that past can come back and bite you.
Well, we know what that is, but Cardi B feel like she got enough money she can say it. I agree with
my
you,
God.
but that's not the case. Jim Jones, on the other hand, they brought up Jim Jones during the testimony, right?
Yeah.
Tekashi 6ix9ine blatantly said they played audio from Jim Jones, and they actually played this wiretapped conversation of Jim Jones talking to Mel Murder Jones, and he's the non-Trey godfather, and this is Jim Jones wiretap talking about Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Wow.
You better get to violating. You better stalk shorty every move. One of them security better get hit. Something better happen. You better start doing something. Once he start tearing the security down, ain't no security gonna want that job. He gonna have to stay in the house pretty soon. That's it. That's what happens. Once security get injured, like, nah, he's too much of a liability. I'm not gonna protect nobody that I know that is causing harm to us. No. Well, Shotty, let no man, bro. We gonna tear the security up, bro. We not even worried about you, bro. You ain't even. We gonna tear the security up. Start doing that, the security gonna be like, listen, bro, I ain't in it for this, bro. You gonna have to do it on your own time, bro.
And that was a private wiretap conversation.
That was the wiretap conversation.
Yes.
How
and
is this?
Jim
And they asked him, who is that on the phone?
and Tekashi said
Jim
Jones.
Whoa, my mind is blown.
Jones has not been shy. He has publicly said in interviews while Tekashi's been out and even while he's been locked up that Tekashi is a rat. That's on record. That's public record. He said he's a rat. He doesn't know what's going to happen to him if he ever gets out. But once you a rat, you always a rat. But that was a private conversation that he had with the godfather of the gang and what needs to happen with Tekashi. So Tekashi's just talking, and we don't know what's going to happen to him.
That's insane. I can't believe this is public information.
The way to get to him is go after security.
Wow.
Once you go after security, none of the security is going to work for him, and he'll be by himself. We'll be able to get him.
Yep.
Wow.
And then they talked about, they had the video of when he got kidnapped, supposedly, in the car.
Yeah,
and it was his security
it was
people.
allegedly his security.
His security people yanked him out the car and did that to him.
So he's saying everything and naming every name to not get locked up or stay locked up, but at the end of the day, I don't think it matters if he's free.
Exactly. At this point, what are you going to do when you get out? It's wild, guys. Well, Kenya Moore and her husband of just a little over 2 years, Mark Daly, are calling it quits. And it's insane. I know they just had baby Brooklyn. They went through a lot with their IVF, and they actually went on Tamron Hall's show just 2 days ago, gushing not only about their marriage, but about their process in having Brooklyn.
At 46, I met the love of my life. And it just was, it was God. I can't say that it was anything else.
Well, I want to bring the love of your life, Kenya's darling husband, Mark, and baby Brooklyn.
Yes,
let's meet them all. Come on.
Yeah, so the news came just 2 days after that episode aired, and honestly, Mark has been on the record saying he doesn't like to be on TV. That was one of the issues that the Real Housewives cast had with him, was that he wasn't willing to put himself out there and be on the show. So Tamron Hall even said, I know you don't really make TV appearances. Thank you for making this exception. And just 2 days after it airs, Kenya issued a statement and said, it is with profound sadness that she's divorcing Daly. She adds, due to recent and ongoing circumstances, I can no longer continue in this marriage, that they will both continue to focus only on their daughter. And Daly actually made a statement too, in saying that rumors, innuendo, false accusations only serve to hurt our family and will be addressed through counsel as the law permits. Now, there were some media outlets that were saying that there was a huge volatile argument that was caught by the Real Housewives camera and all that, and we spoke with Kenya, who actually said none of that is true. We're keeping this as amicable as possible. So we wish them well on this journey. I mean, that's got to be rough. New baby, especially giving birth at 50 years old. Like, it was a process. She talked to us about it, you know, and I can't even imagine.
Yeah, we're going to keep that one in our prayers.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, it's 6:51. We're 9 minutes in front of 7, 9 minutes away from your first opportunity at $500.
Money.
$500.
On a Friday, too.
Could be yours.
I know,
coming up.
Payday.
Yeah, also, coming up, I'm going to tell you about something real important that's going down on Monday. They've been asking me, Frank Ski, when you doing another trip? We got details coming up after 7 as well.
Because we doing it for the culture, y'all.
The Culture Report.